And we are back on The Rodriguez Show, and we have our only guest for this episode. We saw her perform at It's a Summertime Thing. Her new single, Energy, just dropped. This is Anihuasca.
Hey, thank y'all so much for having me. I really, really am very grateful to be on The Rodriguez Show tonight. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here. I know it's a long drive. Where do you come from?
I come from Claremont, California. Not Claremont, San Diego, but Claremont by P-Town, Pomona.
Oh, okay.
Rancho, Covina.
A little bit of a drive.
Yes.
Yeah, well, thanks for making your way all the way down here. We recorded in Costa Mesa.
Had to.
Yeah. So last time we saw you was a couple weeks ago at It's a Summertime Thing, which we dropped a little clip of it last week as well on YouTube. How was that for you?
That was so amazing. Actually, it was very full circle because I've been knowing Noah, James, and Lisa J since 2016. I remember seeing Noah's first performance. It was by this like karate salsa joined business, and
wow.
He was like performing in the back with that kind of like storage locker type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time I saw them, and I always thought, once I really get my music going exactly where I want it, like I would love to perform at a Brick to Your Face show. Yeah. And then years later it happened. So,
This was the first time performing at Brick to Your Face?
Yeah, that was my first time. So,
super dope.
Super dope.
Yeah, shout out to Noah, James, and Lisa.
All day.
We collaborated on, we did 4 of those this past summer. So
that's
great.
what's up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take us back to the beginning of your story. How did you get started making music?
So I've been making music for about 10 years actually. But the story with that is I dabbled in other like creative realms for myself. The music came at a very young age. Like I'd always been into singing and dabbled in writing, and that, created my love for songwriting as well. Mm-hmm. And about 7 years ago, I met up with this producer through my late father, rest in peace, Mark Wilmore. That's right. Very supportive of my craft. Mm-hmm. And I ended up linking with this producer who used to be a judge on Hungarian X Factor.
Oh, wow.
And he had this whole studio, and he heard one of my songs, and we ended up doing this whole EP that has, definitely come back full circle as well. There's some beautiful opportunities with that too. But, I just took a really long break, like for a few years, and again, kind of just dabbled in different creative areas. And just one day I got bit by the bug again, and I just didn't want to stop. So I've just been moving ever since. It's definitely my passion. Music is my life.
Yeah, I read the article about how you always had every opportunity there was to sing in your household, you took it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, I was that kid that's like, hey, mom and dad, watch my choreographed little dance number with my cousin 4 or 5 times in the living room.
Who were your inspirations back then when you were first getting into it?
Man, Amy Winehouse, definitely. She's always been a really big inspiration for me. I also really love Be the Wizard Art. I don't know if you guys are familiar with who that is, but he's a conscious rapper and a good friend of mine. And I just very much resonate with his style and who he is as an artist. I also really much enjoy 90s artists like Biggie and, Erica, of course, Lauryn Hill. All those types of vibes.
You can hear it in the music.
Flavor. Yeah. You can definitely see the inspiration in that Erica for sure.
Yeah. So is your goal always to push conscious themes in your music?
That's my goal. We have a really beautiful community, right? Like the collective we were speaking about a little earlier, like Brick to Your Face and that type of thing, where I see a lot more consciousness. I see a lot more positive music being rolled out. And I know the industry is always going to have its things, and, there's a lot going on. But I think it's important that you remind people through music, as it's this huge vibration of love, to remember who you are. Yeah. Remember who the fuck you are. Lift yourself up. Feel uplifted when you listen to music, and, want to be your authentic self. And that's really my whole steez is I want to make you feel good about yourself. I want you to feel happy about where you're at in your life and who you are. So
and the thing that's the cool thing about your music is that just because it's conscious doesn't mean you can't also dance to it, and it has a groove to it.
Right, it's got to have that flavor.
So how did you come up with your name?
So this is a very interesting story. I'm glad you asked. So Anihuasca is actually a play on the word ayahuasca. I've never done the ayahuasca exactly, but I've come close to it. And I've had a lot of spiritual experiences. I was very much, when finding myself kind of in like my earlier 20s, I was dabbling in plant medicine and psychedelics and things like that.
Yeah.
And I've always been like very much a hippie. So with that tapped into like my super positive attitude, I felt like it was the perfect name for me, and it kind of chose me, really. Yeah. Because it's really just the essence of these experiences I've been through, and not just like the trippy hallucinations and stuff like that, but the trials that came with, and the tribulations,
like
and the
lessons.
self-discovery. Yeah, and the fun times too, you know? So it's a whole compilation of just all of my life experiences and me magnified.
No, and it's a cool name because you don't really forget it. Like
exactly. Once I heard that name, I was like, Anihuasca. It just stuck.
Yeah.
So you're saying that in your earlier 20s, you did a lot more experimenting with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So like mushrooms, DMT.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know, stuff like that. So I've definitely seen some things. Yeah.
Has it always been positive, or did you have some bad?
I've had some bad ones. I think you can't go unscathed, especially when you're dabbling in that world. You're gonna have some bad trips, but sometimes, I believe it's for the best. You can't plan what's gonna happen to you. You can't expect. You just have to let it be what it is, and I think that's the beautiful part about it. So you don't know what you're going to get. It's a lottery.
It's true. It's different every time. The new single, Energy, you dropped it September 1st. Yes. What went into the creation of that one?
Oh my gosh. So Energy, it's so wild. I was going through something really unfortunate about a week before I wrote Energy. And I was feeling really down, but at the same time, I had this fire under my belly because I'd been pushing the music again, and this was kind of just the reopening. This was back in July, actually. And this was kind of just the re-beginning of getting back into the music and showing the people what I've been doing or what I want to allow to come to fruition, right? Yeah. And I came across this producer, Just Dan Beats, on BeatStars.com. Yeah. And I was recommended to that site by a friend, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to just check it out. Like, if I don't look and see what's going on, I might never know, and I might miss out on something. So I ended up coming up on his beat. It was originally called like Hallucination or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I just started writing to it. I was staying at a hotel at the time because my family house was being remodeled. Mm-hmm. So I was already just kind of out of sorts and everything, but the song just gave me so much life. I couldn't stop writing it, and it felt so authentically who I am, and reflected a lot of what I was going through too. Like there's this line that says, I'll always be unique. Don't you ever forget it. Y'all best believe that's a dig towards somebody. In the most classiest, like, you can't change me. I'm going to keep, you might not like my style, but I'm rocking with it.
Yeah.
So
nice.
And somebody else will too.
Yeah, of course. That song was great. When I heard you sing it at the event, it was really fun.
Well, thank you.
It was a highlight, definitely. So there's, like you said, you had done other creative things, other creative endeavors. One of them being modeling. How did you get into that?
Oh my gosh, the modeling. It's funny enough. I remember posting my first like model type photograph. There's this tunnel down the street from like my family house. And I was dressed in like American Apparel, and it was Halloween, and they had this little contest going like, oh, whoever's wearing the best American Apparel piece that they've like incorporated into a costume can win a free car or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And I just set up my camera, my little iPhone 4 or whatever at the time, and snapped some pictures, and I tagged them. And then I ended up getting contacted by American Apparel, and I didn't win the car, but I did book a job.
Nice. Wow.
So I ended up booking a job with them, and it kind of just opened up from there because I really put all of myself into it. Like I very much latch on to like creative projects where I feel like, I'm supposed to be doing this, or this makes me feel great, and I want to keep feeling this feeling and see what I can, bring out of it, and, what can it become? So I ended up becoming my own agent, and here I am, like 15 times published internationally and nationally later.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
It was a fun journey, and I'm still on it, but the music is priority right now.
Yeah,
I know they kind of go together in a sense at some point. So
yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, so like for modeling and for music, you have to have that confidence to be able to put yourself out there. Like, how did you get to that point in your life, or were you always like that?
I think I've always been like that. I've always been very outgoing, very much social butterfly. My father was a comedian on In Living Color, and he was also a writer for The Simpsons, and he was just always the life of the party. So he was somebody I really looked up to, and his goofiness, like I kind of reflect that, and just a need to be on stage and like, make people smile or whatever it is. Like it's very much embedded in me.
Yeah,
Comes natural.
So, and you said he had recently passed away, your dad?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yes.
And so he must have always encouraged you in everything.
Oh my gosh, he paid for my whole entire first EP. Like he was serious. I remember I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Glass House in Pomona.
Yeah.
And across the street, that little square, my dad like rented out the entire
Oh, wow.
square just so I could film my music video at the time. He was definitely like my biggest supporter for sure.
Wow.
My parents have always been very like, you have a gift, do something with it. Like, and if it, brings you what you're looking for and you feel like that's something you can really do with your life, then that's great.
Yeah.
So I'm very fortunate for that.
Yeah, I mean, you're lucky to have that, and you had that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now in the situation you are in now, what's your goal with music? Like, where do you hope to go with it?
Oh man, so I really see myself, looking for representation, like, and that's tricky because there's a lot of agencies out there and things like of that nature. But I feel I'm at this point where I've been working on music for so long, and I took this long break, but like getting back into it and seeing like, okay, I can really do something with this.
Yeah.
I want to invest whatever I can into myself, whether it's a little bit a day. Like I started a campaign recently for Energy on Bandcamp. My goal is to sell 5,000 copies. There's no date or time stamp on that,
Just to
but
get there.
I believe I like a challenge. I like a challenge, and I like want to put myself out there. Like, you know what? I can do this.
Can do it.
So definitely with the writing, that's a very strong suit of mine. I write for other artists and myself, actually, and I want to keep building in that area. And, I just, anything in the realm of performance and definitely songwriting. Like, I would love to get into songwriting later, maybe for labels or just independent artists and whatever that looks like. So.
Could you write a song for like a famous person now, like a pop star?
Oh, yeah.
Like who would you want to write for?
I believe I could write a song for like Doja Cat, Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of more like mainstream artists. I also like dig their style and, kind of like what they bring, because they bring this little sass, and I like that.
Yeah, I feel you
like
can channel that
quirky
energy,
stuff.
right?
Yeah. Quirky fun shit.
So you said you live close to Pomona. That's where you shot one of your videos. What's the scene out there right now? The music scene like?
Oh my gosh, this music scene is amazing, y'all. Okay, shout out. This is actually a perfect opportunity. All right, shout out to Pomona Loud, my girl Irene Il Cruz. She throws an open mic out there at DBA 256 Art Gallery. It's like 2 Wednesdays in the month. And she also just got a residency at another spot that's called Pomona Mob for their little movement. But oh my gosh, so there's days where I have to get there before like 8 o'clock because there'll be a line out the door
So many people
to sign up for the open mic. And it's just really wild to see where all of the talent comes from. It's mostly Pomona, but you get people from Whittier or Rancho or people who have never done open mics before in the area, and you're like,
That's
we'll be there all night till like midnight, and it's such a good vibe. Everybody's so sweet, and it's awesome. It's an awesome space.
Yeah, doing the show. I mean, over the years, and we've had so many artists from the Inland Empire here.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
I can
been
imagine.
Great, a lot of talented people out there.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like there's more support for each other out there than here. Like
There's so much support, and then that's also where the bar is located for the open mic, is right there in the Arts Colony. The Arts District of Pomona. And a lot of us went to the School of Arts and Enterprise across the street.
So it's all right there.
And I'll see a lot of them at the mics too. And I'm like, damn, some of these people are touring and they're just getting better and better. And man, we just talented, ain't we?
That's awesome.
I love
That's
to see
dope.
it.
So you've been performing there and all over this past summer, and you're going to do a performance tomorrow, $5 art party in Highland Park in LA. What can people expect from that?
Oh man, so $5 art party is, I'm actually really excited about this event because I like the vibe of it so far. It's outdoor. And I see that there's a lot of people coming together from all different communities. There's even people I know who are vending, and I didn't even realize it till last minute. But I think what we can expect from this one for sure is, well, first and foremost, I'm going to be doing a 20-minute set, and I haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
I've only done about 15-minute sets so far back into my journey here.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to be performing my song Infinite, and I know that crowd hasn't heard it yet, but this will be my first time performing it live in a studio on your show tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, man, it's I'm gonna just let it manifest as it does, and I'm just really excited to see everybody's performance, and I'm getting such a great energy from the creator of it as well. She's just got such a great vibe, and she works so hard. So I'm honored to be a part. She even put me on last minute, so I'm really appreciative of that.
Yeah, so it's tomorrow, $5 art party in Highland Park in LA, and they can find information on that on your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So what's next after this?
What's next? Drop some more songs.
Nice.
Get some funding, hopefully. Apply for some grants.
That's important. There's a lot of resources like that out there.
Yeah, that's been a new big hobby of mine. I mean, for a few months now, I was looking into residencies. That's a little trickier when you're a rapper. And, I sing too, but they kind of look for something specific. But I just started reading 2 books. It's 836 booking agents, a list.
Okay.
In all areas. And then another one where it's over 3,000 festivals and fairs that will pay you to perform.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just been my new thing, just going through that list and, preparing to do the steps. Because, whenever you want something, you can't just expect that to fall into your lap or shoulda, coulda, woulda. You have to do the annoying shit.
Yeah. You gotta
to get there.
You gotta start somewhere.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we look forward to all the other songs that are dropping, and you're gonna do a couple songs for us today. But before we do that, we have this segment called 60 Seconds With. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
First thing that comes to mind, and we're gonna start with favorite cartoon character.
Oh, God. Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Favorite song right now.
Energy.
What would you describe you when you were a kid?
Charismatic.
Do you have a hidden talent?
Oh my God. And kind of. I mean, a lot. I don't know. Fuck. I have so many.
Indica, sativa, or hybrid?
Hybrid all day, baby. Yeah.
Netflix, Hulu, or HBO?
I'm all about that Hulu, low key.
Name of your best friend in high school?
Oh my God, my best friend in high school, Ashanti.
First CD you ever bought?
Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
Favorite movie?
Emperor's New Groove.
Rap and Drake or R&B Drake?
Oh my God. R&B Drake. Come on.
Favorite non-hip-hop genre?
Fucking, I don't, damn it.
Okay.
I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's so many good genres out there. I couldn't decide.
You could still pick one. You could pick one.
I like yoga music.
Nice.
Like yogic music. It's so relaxing, like binaural beats and all that type of stuff.
Nice. Well, all right. Are you ready to perform a couple tracks?
I'm so ready.
All right. This is Anihuasca on The Rodriguez Show.
Energy, 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 energy. I'm finna channel my energy. Hey. I bet you dream about me, my spirit was born free. A consciousness of precious seed planted inside of thee. My essence like a ray of sun, I really shine so bright. My energy turned up on high, come step into thy light. Yeah yo, yeah yo, yeah yo, yeah 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 yo. My energy turned up on high, come step into thy light. Yeah yo, I'm reaching brand new highs, hey. And I bask in the energy, energy, energy. Channel my energy. Got a street smart degree. I token, I smoke that green. The baddest you ever seen, or a channeled on beauty queen. When blowing through my fro, no negativity will halt my flow. I am a magnet. I am so magnetic. I'll always be unique, don't you ever forget it. Hey, free hippie with the steez, it just be my aesthetic. I bring the ebb, the flow, straight vibing, so majestic. Okay, and I'm an open-minded baddie. My talents never fail to amaze me. Hey, I bring the energy, 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 energy. I bet you dream about me. My spirit was born free. A consciousness of precious seed planted inside of thee. My essence like a ray of sun, I really shine so bright. My energy turned up on high, come step into that light. Yeah yo, yeah yo, yo, hey yeah 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 yo. My energy turned up on high, come step into my light, and I shine so bright. Hey, y'all ready? Huh. I bring the energy. I am the blessing. You best believe that I am out here manifesting elevation. Tune into my station. Do not allow my love to be the source of your frustration. I am a lover, and you know what? I've been a fighter, but loving thyself ignites my passion, sparks my fire. I know that I will begin to gain what I desire. Happiness is free, so I do what I aspire. Be authentic and the most eccentric. You don't need permission to pursue the dream, the vision. We are infinite, and then some. The star seeds, the chosen ones. And my mind alright, and I ain't gotta fight. The energy, 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 energy. Vibration and flow of my essence. My sixth, fifth, fourth, and third eye senses. And I demand to be the most delightful fucking version of me. And if I dare catch a cold from a hater, ugly disease, just know that your dis-ease will never, ever influence thee. You ain't got this steez, bitch. I sting like a bee, and I'm dope in every way, shape, form, and capacity. Hey. I bet you dream about me. My spirit was born free. A consciousness of precious seed planted inside of thee. My essence like a ray of sun, I really shine so bright. My energy turned up on high. Come step into that light. Oh, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, my energy turned up on high. Y'all come and step into my light. Yeah. I'm a vehicle of flesh. I'm the sun, the moon, the planets, and the infinite. I'm so in it that I'm infinite. My soul scream intimate. I'm so in it that I'm infinite. Get into it like you into it. Full speed and a wishing. I'm making conscious decisions. Super freak on the beat. Best know I came to eat. Came to eat as I should. Throw it back, rolling up another wood. My daddy grew up in the hood. P-Town, fish market, hush puppy smelling good. You ain't a fan of my dreams. My dream ain't a fan of you either. I spit so sick, gon' give y'all a fever. And that's all marvelous to a hating ass bitch. Everybody really won't understand my niche when you elevate. Sometimes you gotta create a peaceful distance. Don't aim to entertain. Power of control of resistance. Hear the ether in your speakers. This go out to my soul tribe seekers. I'm a vehicle of flesh. I'm the sun, the moon, the planets, and the infinite. I'm so in it that I'm infinite. My soul scream intimate. I'm so in it that I'm infinite. Get into it like you into it. And then we, okay. Run it back. I'm a vehicle of flesh. I'm the sun, the moon, the planets, and the infinite. I'm so in it that I'm infinite. My soul scream intimate. I'm so in it that I'm infinite. Get into it like you into it. Full speed and a wishing. Yeah, yeah. Hey. I'm in the atmosphere to infinity. Travel far beyond another light year. I'm meant to be the meaning of free, not live my life in fear. Do not discount what you can't see or touch, a taste or hear. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. Trust, believe, wonder, acknowledge and what the superpowers you possess. Rising to levels unimagined and brought to full fruition. I'm a wild woman on a mission with a handful of ambition. You are a delightful live functioning organism. Sacred fractals on the iris like I'm up in that eye like astigmatism. By the power invested in me in the vibration of faith. Don't let your food get cold, worried about what's up on my plate. You are worth far more beyond the clothes you wear and the car you drive. In a society that spiritually deprives. In a space where you'd like to thrive. My peace cannot be pressed. I'm far too blessed to find myself in a place of stress. If you remember to be mindful of this food for thought. Access to me is well earned and can't never ever be bought. Your consciousness is forever and it is infinite. And I highly suggest that y'all get into it.
Hey, Anihuasca on the Rodriguez Show. That was dope.